So my name's Dan Whiteley. I'm the CTO for Bede Gaming Limited. We're a B2B player, but we do all the clever work behind the scenes. So things like the player account management, the wallets, all the bonusing, everything's super tight from a regulation point of view, all secure.
So you're almost like a managed services provider.
We don't necessarily provide services on top. We'll provide the software. We'll do the necessary integrations, and then we'll make sure our customers are optimizing how they use the platform.
And what are your biggest challenges in managing this environment as a CTO, would you say? And could you sort of paint a bird's eye view of your IT estate?
So we've got, I'd say, a reasonably modern technical estate. We're kind of native to Azure Cloud. We use a lot of PaaS services. Our back-end stack is all event-driven microservices. There's a lot of complexity, as I'm sure you can imagine. I think we've got over 100 plus individual microservices. Some of the challenges I'm looking at are around, our agility and the ability to kind of, be more flexible in our deployment. How can we go to market quicker? How can we deliver change more effectively?
Why did you choose MongoDB to start with when you were thinking about this migration?
Great question. So I chose Mongo. I was already familiar with MongoDB. I'm personally a big fan of open source and open standards. That would be my default position to go to. So it was kind of a bit of a slam dunk in terms of that's the right choice of technology. It's a very, very established organization, mature, enterprise grade. So it's ticking all the boxes.
So what did you have on Cosmos DB, and what have you migrated over to Atlas?
So in terms of what we've had running on Cosmos and what we've migrated, so all of our transactions are being stored in Azure Cosmos. And by transaction, so if you imagine if you are making a deposit, or you buy a lottery ticket, or you hit spin on an online game, every time you do that, there's a record of that transaction. Obviously, taking all of this data, we're storing it. We need to store this for the customer. So a bit like with your own bank account, you can see what have you spent, but also from an audit point of view and regulatory point of view. The challenge was, well, one, we need it portable. Two, we need to maintain or exceed the level of performances we run today. And we want to take some cost out, right? These are expensive services to run. So in terms of cost savings, I was more than pleasantly surprised. So we've seen around 50% saving. That's with Atlas. That's fully managed. That's with their premium support as well. There's more to go. Again, I think there's some changes to the underlying disk in Azure, which will mean faster IOPS. So in theory, you need less power to run. So so we should expect to see some more. I've modeled that we could probably get to about 65 to 70% cost difference with an identical service, if not better.